So first of all, I'm going to apologise if you can hear my dad's music and singing. If I don't film this now, I'm not going to film today again. So, hi. It's been a while. It's been a couple of days. You've missed absolutely nothing. I've done nothing. I haven't read. I haven't done anything except like sleep and a couple of puzzles on my iPad. That's it. I've been really struggling with fatigue and I don't know why. But you guys don't want to hear, I'm sleeping like 14 hours a night and it's not enough. But anyway, you guys don't want to hear about that. So what have I been doing? I'm still reading the same book. Whatever that sequel to the wing, the wing, oh. Why does every book have the dirt and something dirt? Like, I can't remember them all, they're all the same. But anyway, I'm still like 26% through because I've barely been reading it. Things are starting to pick up now though. We've been trapped in the castle for like the first quarter of the book. There is no need for these books to drag on so long. I'm in a really bad mood, but I'm not, I have absolutely no, like, I don't need to slate this book. But anyway, I'm hoping that if I can get through it, then I can move on to something better because I don't want to put myself in a reading slump, which is a very strong chance right now because I have not been reading very much at all. Other than that, yeah, like I said, nothing much has happened. It was Wilson's birthday, that was quite exciting. But again, I was just so tired. He was 4, it was very cute. So now he's a big old 4-year-old doggy. Other than that, my sister came home and that is literally it. But today I have 2 things I need to do. I need to sort these out. My plan is just to chop them. I don't know if I'm going to paint them or leave them naked until I can paint them for Christmas. And I need to pack up my orders because my last Christmas orders are going out tomorrow. So then once that's done, I can relax, hopefully. So yeah, they're my 2 jobs that I need to do. As far as I know, we're watching the new Indiana Jones film together at like 1 o'clock. It is about 12. I woke up at 11:30, like I said, my sleep. So this time last year, I was having a problem where I could not sleep because I just, like, TMI, but I needed to pee all the time. It was like an anxiety thing. I could not sleep at all. This year, I'm sleeping fine, but even no matter how much I sleep, I am still tired. Like, I guarantee you in like an hour, I'm gonna feel like I need a nap. And I was asleep from like midnight till 11:30. Which is fun. But I've played quite a bit of Zelda. So I've started Ocarina of Time on my Steam Deck, but like the 3D version. I don't know if any of you play games. I'm very much a casual Nintendo girly. Like, I got my Steam Deck to emulate old games. So if you don't want to hear about this, I apologise. But yeah, I'm playing the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time, except I got really stuck doing the Lost Woods. So now I've done that, and I think I'm going to Goron City, but I'm also playing on my Switch Tears of the Kingdom, so I'm playing 2 different Zelda games at the same time. The first and the latest 3D Zelda game. This is the sort of thing that makes my autistic brain very happy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not gonna get much more exciting. The next week I have a couple of like Christmassy bits and things to do. But my goal is to read a bit more because I know when families start to come for Christmas and stuff, reading is a really good escape for me and I want to be in the mood to read a lot. So I know I want to sort out my Kindles, which I think would make a really fun video because people are going to be like, oh my god, what the hell? I have to wrap up my Christmas presents, things like that. So hopefully I can be filming that. But yeah, that's where we're at. That is where we are at. Okay, so today all my parcels went, so I'm officially on Christmas mode. Well, I was asleep, so my dad sent them. So if you ordered something for me for Christmas, it's been touched by my dad. So I thought today was finally the time to tackle the Kindle situation, because I know this is going to send so many people feral. What I need is the Wi-Fi password. long story short, this is the Kindle that I have been using, and I put everything on it, and then I ended up putting too much stuff on it. It ran out of space, which I didn't even know was possible on a Kindle, but apparently it is. This is 8 gigabytes, I think. So yeah, I knew I had to find a solution. So this one is my first ever Kindle. This is my one that I had when I was 9, and this one was my sister's Kindle. So I was like, right, perfect. I can have multiple Kindles with multiple different genres on, right? Great idea, I know, fantastic. And it is an excellent idea, but then I found another Kindle. This is my brother's Kindle. So at the moment I have romance on this one. I'll show you how cool they are afterwards because they are excellent. I have sort of classics and lit fic on this one, and then fantasy and thrillers and stuff and horror and stuff on this one. But the like thrillers and horror and magical realism all kind of gets mixed up in between. So I was like, oh my god, if I can get my brother's, I can put thrillers on this one. So right now I've just got to set this one up. So I won't show you our Wi-Fi password. And then I don't know if my plan is to wipe all, well, obviously this one I don't think has to be wiped. This one just has romance on it, but I do have a couple of books I need to put on this one. But then these two, I think I'm just going to go again and do them again with this one. But my problem is a lot of books like crossover and I don't know where to put them, and I'm like, oh, I could put them on both, but it stresses me out, right? So I'm like, post-apocalyptic, is that fantasy? Is that horror? Will it go on the fantasy Kindle or the horror Kindle? I don't know. But these are the decisions, the hard decisions I'm gonna have to make. Let me just finish putting this in. I don't remember my Amazon password either, so that's gonna be a fun time. Right first time, is there any better feeling? Is there in getting your password that you don't remember, didn't think you remembered right first time? No, there is not. Though I did just get my laptop password wrong. Yes, that is the time. So now I should have a beautiful blank Kindle. No, thank you. I have enough books to read, and I also don't need a tour because I am a Kindle whore, and I clearly know far too much about them. I'm not going to log into Goodreads because it stresses me out. So now I have Megan's 4th Kindle, but I will be renaming him. I will be renaming him. Because it charges up, let me take you through a tour of each of my Kindles because they are the most spectacular thing. This one is probably the one you've been seeing on my videos because this is my fantasy one. She's Speak Now themed, clearly. So we have lots of Speak Now stickers. I love it so much. I'm currently still reading this because, oh my god, is it a slog? But it is picking up. I'm like 40-something% through now instead of like 20. So, I'm exactly 40% through. So, what I haven't done on any of them yet, I started it on one of them, I think, on the romance one, is sort them into collections. So I like to have all my books sorted into collections of like themes and vibes. So I have like romance, I'll sort them into tropes. Fantasy, I'll sort them into like, is it urban fantasy or fairies, or you know, like what I mean? But it's going to take a while on each of them because they all have quite a lot of books. So this one, as we said, has all my fantasy books on it. We love that. Also dystopia. Is dystopia horror or fantasy? I'm saying like it's a fantasy level because it's sci-fi, right? This is sci-fi and fantasy. There we go. That's what it is. So this is all my sort of fantasy sci-fi books, but also all my thrillers, which are going to be gone. They have their own home now, beautifully. This one, I don't know where I can show you, but his name is, so I've named them all after my favourite song on the album. So his name is Castles Crumbling, which is my second favourite song, but my first favourite song is Mine. And I was like, I'm not calling my Kindle Mine, right? That's just like a bit Gollum-y. So, this is Castles Crumbling, and she obviously is in the Speak Now sleeve. So I just thought Speak Now had the most like fantasy, like fairy tale vibes, so it fit perfectly. That's that one that I'm currently reading on. So that is a Kindle. I want a Paperwhite. I want to say the generation before the newest one. But yeah, this one. So I also had a Kindle that was this generation of Paperwhite, but me, my brother and my sister all had one. I don't know where mine is, so when I eventually find it, guess what? I'm going to have 5 Kindles because I am a consumerist whore. But I do think it's important to specify that these Kindles would just be gathering dust if I was not using them, right? So at least if I'm using them, it's less of a waste than if I wasn't. I think that's how I'm justifying it in my head. But this is in an Evermore sleeve. When my shop comes back online after Christmas, you can buy one. And this is a Folklore and Evermore style one. I decided to go both because I couldn't decide just one because I love them both and they both had really pretty stickers. So this one, she's called Ivy, which is my favourite song of Evermore and Folklore. But like I said, this has like lit fic but also thrillers, and then I also ended up putting like post-apocalyptic on here, which absolutely has to go. Does not fit the vibe of this Kindle at all. Anyway, these I think are my favourite Kindles because they feel really paper-like. Like when you're turning the pages on this one, it feels so much better than on this one. This one feels like a touch screen. This one feels like it's trying to emulate paper. I don't know if that's anything that you are going to take into account. I want to say this is either the 4th or 5th generation of Paperwhite. But yeah, this one has, like I said, sort of like, so the last book I read on it was Mrs. S, which is a big slay. We love that book. These ones don't have dark mode on them, however, this one does, so there's another thing. I'm just, you know, living the evolution of the Kindle. But yeah, that's this one. I think she has the prettiest stickers because they're just, oh. I mean, how can you not love them? So that is Ivy. So anything like literary fiction, all my classics are on Ivy, hence I thought that was what fit with Folklore and Evermore the most, right? So my thriller one is going to be Reputation themed. I haven't decided what I'm going to call her yet because my favourite song on Reputation is Dancing with Our Hands Tied, and that's a rubbish Kindle name, so I'm thinking I did something bad. Or maybe Don't Blame Me is one of my favourites though. Oh, I think it's going to be Don't Blame Me. She's going to be called Don't Blame Me. Love that. Love that for me. So there's those. And then this one was my first ever Kindle. I had this when I was 9. I read all sorts of classics on it. My favourite was For the 5 Children, because they were the like public domain classics that were free on the Kindle store. But this is Lover themed. Lover is my favourite album as well, so my favourite era. So obviously this is my favourite one. But she is so old. She has buttons and page turning buttons, and we don't have any. Your battery is running low. Shall we plug him in? Her battery is wanting, for a better word, because she's quite old, but she has all my romance books on them. Look, the nostalgia that reading on this brings me. Next level. Supposed to be called Afterglow, which is my favourite song on Lover, but she is called that on my Amazon account, but she's just Megan's 3rd Kindle on here, which is humiliating. This one I have started to put into collections because it takes a bit longer because you have to like type it all out on like a tiny little thing and it's hard, but the nostalgia is worth it. So I have like a list of all the sort of different romances, but yeah, she's so old, she's like literally, she's peeling. I love her greatly. She's beautiful, she deserves all the love in the world, but I think she's safe from the reboot. I don't think she has to go anywhere. She has to have anything done to her. She can just carry on her life as is. Let me turn airplane mode on. I always have airplane mode on my Kindles. I don't know why. Because I sideload all my books on, so I don't need the internet to read them. And it saves battery life massively, so big brain tip there from me. Device options. Now if I go home, she's called Don't Blame Me. So I think I'm going to do stickers now, because stickers is the best part, right? Stickers is so much fun. But if I do stickers now, then I can just take them all downstairs and chill out in front of the sofa, in front of the TV with my sister and watch while I organise. And that'll feel really productive, even though literally all I've done is menial jobs that I set for myself. But who cares? So these are all my Taylor Swift stickers. And I'm now going to go through and find all the Reputation ones, and then I will organise them. I always set them out on the back first and then peel them and stick them. I know a lot of people don't actually stick them to their Kindle. They use like a clear plastic case, but clearly I would need to buy a significant amount of clear plastic cases because I have problems. So I just stick them straight on the back. What can I say? I'm an animal. So we have a fully decorated Reputation. Hold on, there's my tripod. A Reputation Kindle. She's a bit slay. I know this one is not technically Reputation era because it's like Karma, but it fit the vibe so well that how was I gonna say no? I also have to make a Reputation sleeve because I don't have one at the moment. I sold it. So I'm gonna take these bad boys downstairs and my USB connector, and I am going to load them up. And then usually when I do this, I see loads of books that I haven't read yet that I'm like, oh my god, I want to read that, I want to read that. So I'm going to be so annoyed that I am reading the book I am reading because I'm going to want to read like 400 more books. Although to be fair, never stopped me before. But yeah, that's ye olde plan. would be a good idea to finish this vlog while I get ready for bed. So I can start a new one tomorrow because this one's been a bit all over the place. I would like to apologise for that again. I think I mentioned I'm really struggling with fatigue, and I'm now at the point where like I sleep 12 hours a night, and then I sleep 4 more hours in the day for like a nap, and it's still not enough. I'm still feeling like I'm running on fumes, so I don't know what's going on there, but it has meant that I'm literally doing nothing. Like I can't just feel myself sleeping, so that's what you've seen is all I've done. I do, however, have a lot of Christmas prep left to do. Oh, that one hurt going down. Which I'm planning to start tomorrow, so that is going to be a whole cosy Christmassy vlog. But yeah, this one hasn't been very fun because I'm not having very much fun. I don't know why. I'm like trying to think of something that's triggered like being so tired, and I really can't think of anything. Like usually I'll have done something or like mentally exerted myself. Can't think of anything. But after I slept from what, 12 till 4 this afternoon, like as a nap, after I slept 12 hours in the night, and it is now just about 9 o'clock. Sports Personality just finished. Stan Mary Earps. And Lewis and Andy and Ronnie kept popping up, and I was like, all my faves. But yeah, that's just finished, and I am gonna hop straight into bed because I am boring. That's it basically. Yeah, that's all you're getting for today because I am knacked. Anyway, night night. I will see you all in the next vlog. Goodbye.